Well, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing pretty good this morning. I definitely have been through a ton of a ringer of tornadoes and all storms, but it's good to be the eye of the storm. And it's good to know that you just got to do the right things. Anyways, you guys, let's take a deep breath just for a moment. Let's hold it. Let it go. Take another breath. Hold it and let it go. And place your hands on your heart and say, body mindset of the fallen mindset, the matrix, the world, the illusion. Completely deactivate, crumble, turn off. We say to the divine creator, mode, activate, fully on. Take a breath. And hold. And let go. The shoulders relax. And just take a moment and arrive. You know, first of all, welcome, Grand Risings. Glad you're here. But let's take a moment and just arrive. There's no need for us to understand anything yet. Just notice that you're here. Notice your breath. Notice your body even. Notice the space around you. And more importantly, notice that you are aware. See, yesterday we explored something powerful. The observer and the observed are not separate. We learned that they are each other. And that reality is not something that's just, out there. It's right here in this moment. But something is arising in relationships, with awareness. And today we're going to go deeper like we always do. Because seeing that truth for just a moment is a very different than just living it. See, and if you've ever had a moment of clarity, I'll tell you something, and then felt like you lost it, let me tell you why. See, you can have clear realizations. I am not my thoughts. I am, awareness. I am not separate. You can do all the meditation, and put that in there. You can do all the positive affirmations. And for a moment it's undeniable, but then what happens? The mind comes back, right? The emotions return. The patterns reappear. And it can feel like you've gone backwards. But yet you haven't. You've just encountered another layer of this system. Because realization happens in awareness. And once we're aware, well, then we are aware. And we can move forward. See, there's more than awareness, though. There's your body, your nervous system is still operating in old patterns and old ways. And you got to remember these cell memories. They got to go full all the way deep. So now there's this gap, right? Between what you see and what you feel. And this is where most people just get confused. The nervous system and survival patterns, we call them. See, the nervous system is not designed for truth at all. It's designed for survival. And so it doesn't like truth. It'll knock you on the head for it. It'll point their weapons at you. And survival is based on the past. Pattern recognitions, predictions, protection. Oh. So if your system has learned something, this is safe, this is not safe, it will repeat those patterns automatically. Even if they no longer serve you at all. Your body will react. Even if you're sitting there going, yo, body, hey, No, still react in ways that don't align. Because the reaction is not coming from clarity. It's coming from conditioning. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. And these are not choices. They're programs. And many people are living in a low-level survival mode all the time without realizing it even. Just check for 1 second. Is your body relaxed right now? Or is there this subtle tension in your shoulders, your jaw, or your chest? See, that tension is part of the pattern. And we got to learn to listen to our bodies. It lets us know it still needs to be aligned. We call it noise and fragmented attention. I mean, let's talk about the mind for a second, because what most people call thinking is actually just noise. We call it mental static, fragments of attention looping, old experiences replaying, unfinished emotional signals trying to resolve themselves because we refuse to feel them. It's not coming from clarity, it's actually coming from fragmentation, and this is why the mind feels as busy and crazy and spun out. It's many overlapping ones, like multiple tabs open, all running at once. And here's the important part. You've gotten used to it. So it feels normal. Just close your eyes for a moment and just listen. Listen to those thoughts and don't change them. Don't even guide them. Just observe. Notice how quickly something appears. A thought, an image. Now ask yourself, did I choose that? Or did that just arise? You know? Why does silence feel unsafe? Now here's where it gets deeper. If the noise were to stop, what would be left? Silence? Stillness? For many people, that feels uncomfortable. They don't like that. Even it can feel threatening. Me, I love it. Like even the other day, I was like out driving for hours and just I turned off the radio. I turned off everything. Can't turn off the sound of my my vehicle, and I just drove and watched the scenery. Sat in the silence. That's uncomfortable. That feels very uncomfortable, even threatening. Why? Because the system is not used to it. See, in survival mode, we're back. That was weird. Way to pause there. So it can feel like danger. And so what happens? The mind just keeps spinning and moving, and it keeps filling, space, not because it's helping you, but because it actually thinks it's trying to protect you. But what once protected you now can actually limit you. And this is where many people go off track. They notice the noise, and then they're out there trying to fix the noise. They search for techniques. How do I stop thinking? How do I stay present? How do I be positive? And without realizing it, they create more effort, more control, more tension. But this isn't about forcing your mind into silence. It isn't about replacing negative thoughts with positive ones. That's still noise. Just rearranging the shifts is much simpler and much deeper. It's about seeing clearly. Imagine a glass of muddy water. If you keep trying to fix it, stirring it, shaking it, it stays cloudy. But if you leave it alone, something natural happens. The sediment settles. The water clears, and you didn't create clarity, you stopped interfering. And this, the same with your mind, returning to the observer. Now, come back to what we explored at yesterday. The observer is not just an idea, but as a direct experience, you are not the noise, you are what hears it. You are not the reaction. You are what notices it. You are the one that in that moment, you are the one that sees truly. Without trying to change anything, there's just a space. And in that space, the system begins to regulate itself naturally on its own by just letting go. In Gnostics, we call this remembering, not returning to the return of the divine spark, not something added, but something discovered, but something revealed. In neuroscience, this is regulation, the nervous system moving out of survival into coherence. And in physics, it's a system becoming less chaotic, more ordered, different language, same truth. When interference stops, clarity remains. So this is not about effort. It's not about becoming something new. It's about recognizing what has always been here. And the next time the mind gets loud, don't fight it. Don't fix it. Just notice that which is aware of the noise is not disturbed by it. And for just a moment, rest there. No effort. No control. Just bliss awareness. Just being aware of itself. No? Just being aware. Peace and love. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.